Hello everyone, I'm HX TheBushman, and in today's video I'm gonna show you guys how to get more wins in arena slash scrims. Okay, so in this video I'm gonna show you the gameplay and then I'm gonna talk over it and I explain why we did some things and how we did it. I will also give some extra tips at the end, so make sure you stay and watch till the end. So in this first clip you see me and Tal landing Viking Village. This is our permanent landing spot. We always land there, we know every rotation, we know all the loot spots, we know all the chest locations. It is very important to know every chest location, all the ground loot, because if you get contested you want to be the first guy to get a weapon. You don't want to be the last. So I think every one of you should find a landing spot and just stick to it. You can have more than one landing spot, but get max 2 and not on the same side of the map, take the other side so you actually learn rotations. I'm gonna show you a map right now with all the chest spawns in Viking Village, and I'm gonna mark the two most efficient spots to land in, because there's usually a pump or some ground loot over there, so you have better chances at winning. So if you guys want to go Viking as well, you should land at the two spots I marked on the map. Many people think it's not the ideal situation, you have enemies contesting you on your landing spot, but I think it's actually very ideal, especially for the arena mode, because you need the points, and early game is always the most easy to do, because the enemies don't have the weapons that they should have. They don't have the pump, they don't have an SMG, they don't have the perfect loadouts, with other words. So you should take advantage of that if you have a good weapon in the start and kill your enemies. Of course you're gonna be unlucky sometimes, but you should deal with that. Don't beat you up if you have a bad game. You have to keep on going. If you beat yourself up after a bad game, you can never win another one again. So in this clip you can see me and Tal have rotated towards the cannon place in Dusty. As you guys can see here, I fuck up my AT gating a lot because of the Fortnite space glitches. We now get attacked by the players on the cannon thingy. Unfortunately I get clingered, so me and Tal are splitting up. We have just communicated that we're both gonna take one player. I just communicated I'm gonna take the high grounds player and he's gonna go for the other one. I end up building up to him, but the guy doesn't shoot me down, which is pretty nice. I end up building up to him, but he ended up taking high ground, so I just take the time to heal up. You should always heal up when you have the chance to. I wanna go all aggro in this guy, but I fuck up my edit, and I decided it's more useful for me to help Tal out. But Tal has just finished his enemy. As you guys can see here, I've decided to break him down. My enemy down, so I can get an easy shot on him. I ended up reloading my SMG and not hitting a shot, which is very unfortunate, but Tal hit a shot, as you guys can hear, and I finished the teammate off, which is very nice. So in this clip you can see that me and Tal have rotated towards Dusty, and I've just seen two players. I call it out to Tal, and me and Tal are gonna try to kill them. I box up, and Tal decides to go in, so I go in as well. This player just took me by surprise. I just called it out to Tal as well. I know in the replay you can't hear us, but Tal managed to help me out with this guy. The other guy is on top of the other building, and Tal tries to get him. Tal called out he will get him alone, and didn't need my help, so I just listened to him. The guy rifted. We now communicated to each other. It was not a good idea to take the rift, because we had to mat up a bit first. As you guys can see, me and Tal just ran into other guys in Dusty, so we decided to take the fight, although the zone is pretty far away from us. The wrecking ball guy ends up coming to me, so I decide to go for him. But Tal calls out he's gonna go for him, and I'm gonna go for the other one. I just called out that I hit the enemy for 110, but I missed my shots with my SMG because my aim is trash, or it should be. Luckily Tal saved me. Now I'm helping Tal kill the other player, which is about to rift, as you guys can see. Unfortunately this guy rifts, and this time we do decide to take the rift because the guy is very low. As you guys can see, the guy is heading towards the volcano, which is not very nice because there is a lot of guys over there. And if this player played his cards very right, he could have easily survived us following him, but he didn't. Like you guys can see, he ends up taking a geyser instead of going to the other ones to like keep rotating between them. He doesn't. He goes inside the volcano to tail up and heal. I notice he doesn't place the wall on his like other side, so I just jump in and get the easy kill. I call this out to Tal. In this clip, me and Tal end up in a box in the middle of other players, and now we're like just looking for kills. And I decide to edit out a window, and I see an easy kill, so I shoot at him. I eventually get a knock on him, which is very nice. We decide to not go for the loot of this guy because it's too dangerous. Eventually, when the spots get cleared out a bit more, we did eventually go for the loot. But let's move on to the next clip. After a while, me and Tal end up in another box. The zone is coming in, so we decided to rotate. Tal tries to get a like easy shot off, but he decides not to. Now we're waiting for the zone to come in. I place a launch pad, and now we're looking for an optimal position to go to. We decide to move a bit early into zone, so we can gatekeep the zone. Gatekeeping is basically like rotating early into zone, so you can kill all the players rotating in late. As you guys can see in this clip, I've already rotated and I just got a player rotating. Ended up killing the player, which is very nice. Now Tal takes launchpad as well and rotates in early. At this point, me and Tal are just trying to get into the zone and are looking for any opportunity to get high ground. Me and Tal have decided to go for the people on high ground now. Tal manages to get a kill on the first guy on top, which is very nice. He unfortunately catches the zipline and falls down, and unfortunately gets killed, which is not nice. But I end up killing a guy, as you guys can see, and I end up having the high ground. As you can see, when you have high ground, you get contested a lot, but I have like a lot of HP, so I can afford to get contested. I'm trying to take as much shot as possible, because that's what you have to do on high ground. You have to get all the shots in to get as much kills as possible. I see a guy underneath me, but end up missing every SMG shot I have because of my aim. As you guys can see, the player underneath me has an RPG and ends up shooting me down, which is not nice. I'm trying my very hardest to kill him, but I'm panicking a bit because it's like the last guy. I thought so. He ended up not being the last guy, as you guys can hear, because another one sniped me. I didn't know where I got sniped from, but I just like looked up and I saw that there was a guy on high ground. I don't know how this guy got up there, but like this guy's doing some weird shit. So I end up shooting him down. He ends up landing underneath me, and I end up SMGing him down. I am going for the mats in zone to fight this last guy. I end up hurting this last guy a lot and try to go for an edit kill, but it doesn't work out. I hear the guy reloading his RPG, so I try to stand back as much into zone as possible to not get hit. The lucky person I am, I don't get hit. He drops down and I eventually kill him, which is very nice. And this is how we won a game. And me and Tal ended up winning with an 11 kill game, which is very nice. This got us up to 285 points in the arena game mode. So this video I showed you that you don't have to be afraid to get contested on your landing spot, and that you have to learn a landing spot and you should always land there to know the rotations and the loot. This video has also showed you that you should always take fights. Don't be afraid of them. Like, don't take every fight you see. Like, don't be afraid of fights is what I'm trying to say. Because if you're afraid of fights, you're never gonna get anywhere. Then, like, if guys are low and they rift away, you should not always go after them. You have to like make good decisions. You have also learned that you have to be aware of your surroundings at all times. If I wasn't aware that the guy had an RPG at the last like moment, I would have died. You also have to go for high ground, always. Don't be afraid to contest guys on high ground if you have the HP. If you don't have the HP, stay on the mid ground. Never go for the low ground in the last circles. It is stupid AF. People can GL you, they can throw stickies, nades, anything down. It will always go to the lowest layer. So mid ground is the best if you have low HP. Never go for complete low ground in endgame. It always ends up fucking you up. So, as you guys can probably hear, I commentate everything in this video live, so my English wasn't very good. I'm very sorry for that, but I hope you still enjoyed watching this video. I'd also like you guys to subscribe and maybe like the video, it would help me out tremendously. And I'll see you all